All right, here we go. We're going to go over page 8 in the multi-step equations packet. This is just a review for your test. We have all different types of equations that you're going to see on the test tomorrow. So let's start off with number 1. Okay, number 1. First thing we do is draw the line down the center and circle our variables. We notice that the variables are on the same side of the equation, so we're going to add them together. 6 plus 5 is 11. Keep the variable. And on the other side we have negative 11. All right, number in front of a variable, divide both sides by 11. So we have a is equal to negative 11 divided by 11, which is negative 1. Okay, for the check, rewrite 6a plus 5a, that's on the left. Replace all your a's with negative 1. So you have negative 6 plus negative 5, which is negative 11. Now, over on the other side, you have negative 11, which means that the equation checks out. All right, number 2. Draw your line, circle your variables. Notice they're on the same side of the equation, so we're going to combine them. Now watch, we have negative 6 plus negative 2. Negative 6 plus negative 2 is negative 8, which is equal to 16. Last step, divide both sides by negative 8. So n is equal to negative 2. All right, for this check, we're going to do just the left-hand side. Replace your variables with negative 2. Now do the multiplication first. You have 12 minus negative 4. Do leave, change, change, which gives you 16. Now on the other side you have this equal to 16, which means that it does work. Don't forget your leave, change, change. All right, number 4. First thing we're going to do, draw our line, circle our variables. Now on this side we have negative 5 and negative 2. If we combine negative 5 and negative 2, we get negative 7n, and we still have 0 on the other side. Divide both sides by negative 7, so we have 0 is equal to n. All right, number 5. Same thing. Draw your line and circle your variables. Same side of the equation. Combine them together. 6 plus 6 is 12r. You still have minus 1 on that side, and on the other side you have 11. Now circle your terms with no variables. You want to move the 1. Because if you move 11, you're left with nothing on that side. So let's add 1 to both sides. You're left with 12r equals 12. Now divide both sides by 12. So r is equal to 1. Number 6. Draw your line, circle your variables. They're on the same side, so combine them together. Put a 1 in front of the r. 1 plus 8 is 9r. Plus 11 is equal to 29. Now circle your terms with no variables. We want to move the 11, so the opposite of adding is subtracting. We're going to subtract 11 from both sides. So we're left with 9r equals 18. Now divide both sides by 9, so r is equal to 2. All right, next one, number 7, we're not going to do right now. You don't have to worry about that, but we are going to do number 8. Draw your line, circle your two variables. Same side, combine them together. Negative 10 plus 9 is negative 1p, which is equal to 12. Divide both sides by negative 1, so p is equal to negative 12. All right, number 9. Draw your line, circle your variables. Same side, combine them together. 8 plus 13 gives us 21. And on the other side, we still have 42. Divide both sides by 21. So n is equal to 2. All right, number 10, draw your line. This time we only have one variable. We are going to circle the two numbers that do not have variables. They are on the same side, so we combine them together, which gives us 1. Now we have 2 on opposite sides with no letters, so we're going to do opposite operation to get rid of that 1. Now we have negative 2 and a negative 1. If you combine those, you get negative 3. Number 11. Okay, whenever you see a set of parentheses, you're going to be doing distributive properties. So we're going to distribute that 3 to the 3x, so it's 3 times 3x, minus, we're going to do the 3 times the 6. You still have 18 on the other side. So 3 times 3x gives us 9x, minus 3 times 6, which is 18, and you still have the 18 on the other side. Now, there's only one variable, so we're going to circle the 2 without variables. We want to move this 18 right here by adding 18 to both sides. We get 36 is equal to 9x. Now divide both sides by 9, and 4 is equal to x. All right, last one, number 12. Take that negative 5 on the outside, and you want to do the same thing and distribute to everything on the inside. So, negative 5 times 6n plus negative 5 times 6. Now, negative 5 times 6n gives us negative 30n plus negative 5 times 6, which is negative 30. On the other side, you still have 30. Now, this term and this term both do not have letters, so I want to combine those. Now, the opposite of adding is subtracting, and you're going to subtract the same exact number, which is a negative 30. You're going to do the same thing on the other side, so you're going to subtract a negative 30. Now that we're subtracting, we're going to do leave, change, change, which would give us 60, which is equal to negative 30n. Last step, divide both sides by negative 30. So we get negative 2 is equal to n. Now your test tomorrow has 2 questions on two-step equations, 2 questions on combining like terms, 2 questions on variables on both sides, 2 questions on distributive property, and then our review section, which is writing expressions, which includes a let statement and translating those sentences into expressions. Just remember, more than, less than, switch the order. Please go over any kind of examples or notes that we had in class. You can do extra problems out of the book, anything that will help you to prepare for tomorrow. Good luck!